Why don't you tell me a little bit about why you came in today?
Oh, I don't have enough time to get all my stuff done.
Hmm. Tell me more.
Well, the company I work for is not big. Everybody's got to pull their weight. And so that means all of us have to work more than 40 hours a week. Uh, it's just the nature of the business. But my wife doesn't seem to understand that. And so when I get home late or I'm out of town, she gets upset and doesn't feel like I'm helping to take care of the kids the way I should. However, when I do get home and I do get to the weekend, we get to go to soccer all the time. So, you know, we're going to soccer. Soccer, soccer, soccer. Soccer never ends. Soccer goes on all year. You think you get to the end of the fall, you're not going to play soccer. No, we're going to play indoor soccer.
So it seems as if you are overwhelmed due to juggling multiple priorities in your life right now.
Well, yeah. I mean, a room in our house hasn't been painted in 5 years. Not one room. Because by the time you get home, weeknights, you're just not going to get anything done. You're tired, and, we just go out to eat rather than try to make dinner because it just takes forever.
So you
But,
feel a bit burnt out because of juggling all these different priorities
oh, yeah.
and the stress from your wife.
Well, I'm sure she's feeling it too because she does do the lion's share of taking care of the kids.
Hmm. Okay.
But, when she leaves her job, she leaves her job.
Mm-hmm.
When I leave my job, I've got other people that I have to manage. You never leave a job when you're in a small business.
It seems as if your mind fully can't fully compartmentalize your job and your home life.
Well, you can't do it because business doesn't stop at 5 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Business goes on all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got to be ready to answer that phone and go in early and maybe work on the weekend and maybe go out of town. Um,
You feel a bit stretched thin due to all of those constraints. I mean, it must feel pretty exhausting to constantly be on call.
I get tired. I'm just, I'd like to have time to really clean the house or really take care of the yard or just do the dozens of things that are. It seems like the yard work and taking care of the house it always gets shoved to the back. Um, After that, it's fixing meals and eating dinner together. Well, our schedule doesn't really fit that. And yeah, I feel like I'm not in control, and I don't see it getting any better.
Okay.
It's and my wife is not happy about it, and I'm not happy about it. Uh, and I don't see any end in sight.
Yeah, you feel worn out, you're exhausted, you're at the end of your rope due to all of the, you know, extraneous problems that are going on. Have you ever taken any time to do any self care?
What do you mean?
Like taking time to sit down, maybe eat your favorite dinner, watch your favorite show, movie, take time for yourself, to de-stress from the workday?
Yeah, I try to do that on Sunday night before the week cranks up.
No, tell me more about that.
I like to watch Futurama.
Futurama.
Yeah, I like to have Futurama, and I fix the kids a Texas straw hat, and I have tacos.
It sounds that makes you pretty happy. So, are you interested in doing that more often to kind of de-stress?
Well, it's probably not a good thing to do it more often.
Tell me more about that.
Well, my wife gets tired of tacos.
I see.
And while I like Futurama, she doesn't like to watch Futurama all that much.
I see.
But I like Futurama.
Of course. So, overall, it sounds to me that you're having trouble balancing your work life and you are having time managing all of the scheduling constraints that you have to deal with and all of the priorities that you have to show up to. Does that sound right?
Yeah. I just don't have enough time in the week. I'm always behind. There's always something else to do when I get home. There's always, it's very frustrating because I'm not where I want to be at work. I'm not where I want to be at home. And I'm not where I want to be with the kids. I'd like to go to the soccer match and enjoy it. Instead, I got people calling me on the phone, or I've got to work through some problem, or every once in a while I get to watch the match and enjoy it, but not often enough. And like I said, I worry about what's going to happen with the yard. I wonder what's going to happen with something else in the house. If something breaks down, it's like a major catastrophe. Everything, the train zipping along, and all of a sudden it hits something, and all the cars pile up behind it. And it's a major catastrophe. What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to control this? And I know my wife is trying hard as well, but just not enough time. It's not like it was when I grew up. You didn't have organized sports all the time, and your mom didn't have to work. She worked at home. She was a mom, which was a full-time job. And when your dad came home, he left work at work. It was a good deal. Now it's just non-stop, 100%. I'm praying for Christmas vacation.
I can relate
Please
to that.
get here.
So you feel just worn out, burnt out, exhausted.
Yeah.
Of course. And why don't you tell me more about how you're juggling dealing with the kids and your wife?
Well, I do the best I can.
How so?
Well, I always try to show up when I'm supposed to.
Okay.
And I go to the soccer games, and I try to make meals and all that other stuff. Go to the drum concert at school, go to the pancake breakfast, go to the, whatever it is they're having this week. Go to the, there's just so many things that that's the other thing is I don't think the schools are aware of how much time they want their parents there. I mean, When I was growing up, parents went to open house. That was about it. They were there for maybe a half hour. They didn't see the teacher the rest of the year. Um, you know, all this stuff that we go to now, it just there's no flexibility in the schedule. It's so rigid. Um, could I quit my job and go somewhere else? Yeah, I could probably take a job for less pay somewhere else. Of course, then we wouldn't be able to maintain our standard of living, and I'm sure my wife wouldn't be happy about that. And I'm sure the kids wouldn't like that. So you just keep on plugging away. Okay?
Of course. Well, thank you so much for agreeing to meet with me today.
You're welcome.